Hey everyone, welcome back to another video. It's Once Fisher King once again. And today I'm be doing my reaction to My Stepmom's Daughter is My Ex-Girlfriend, episode 7. So let's just jump straight into it here then. The episode will begin in 3, 2, 1, go.
告白。それは毎日図書室で会っていた中2の夏休み。その最終日に私のラブレターで実行された。ラブレターの出し方といえば下駄箱と相場が決まっている。当然私もそのつもりだった。だけどいざその時になってビビった。
Oh, going back to their past again before they became, or how they became a couple, right? This is a different girl. That's actually kind of a common character design in anime and manga for like the young, usually middle school or perhaps young high school, nerdy, shy, introverted type of girl. I assume that's her though. Yeah, I definitely recognize it as the main girl now. Alright.
あの男が手紙に目を通す時間、私は後悔と自己嫌悪に潰されそうだった。辛い、逃げたい、帰りたい。永遠より長い時間が過ぎ、やがて彼は。
僕なんかを好きになってくれてありがとう。こちらこそよろしく。
かくして中学2年の夏、私にいわゆる彼氏というものができてしまったのである。今となっては若気の至りとしか言いようがないけれど。
Higashira Isana doesn't know what love
お前の
is.
秘密を知っている。バラされたくなければ放課後以下の場所まで一人で来られたし。
What's her secret?
いらっしゃいませ。
That she doesn't know what love is?
3名で
I think there's lots of high schoolers that don't know what love is. In fact, I would say most high schoolers probably don't truly know what love is. So, I mean, this is anime land, so maybe that's not normal, but in real life at least, that's pretty normal, I would say.
なんだったらこのドリンクバーおごってあげる。
Can't think of what else it could be. Then again, we're literally only introduced to her last episode. She was never referenced a single time before that. So, we haven't really seen her much yet. We only have one full episode. After this, it'll be 2 more episodes with her as a character. So, yeah. I don't know. What's her secret? That she bleeds from the legs? All women do that, so that's obviously not it. Unless we're going by the logic that the boys don't know that, but I think most teenage boys understand at least the basics of that, believe it or not. They don't know why, but they know what happens. Or at least I did. And I didn't understand much in the way of sex or anything like that when I was a teenager. I think, in that regard, I understood considerably less than most teenagers my age. But I knew that. So...
申し訳ありませんけど、それは勘違いなのでは。ゆめちゃん、例のもの。
Wait, are they still trying to, like... They still think that she's in love with him, even after the end of last episode? I thought that was completely resolved. Come on now.
これが私ですか？こんなのメスじゃないですか。どう？これでも認められない？ですか。私、水戸くんのこと本当に好きなんですかね。は？私本当にわかんないんです。そういう経験全くなしで生きてきたので。まさか。
Again, you're a teenager. I think that's normal. Okay. Okay, most teenagers have crushes. The title of the episode, though, is she's never experienced love. That's a very different thing. So, I would believe that most teenagers don't know what love is. Truly and deeply. Now, if the whole issue is that she's just never had a crush before, Okay, that's a little bit more strange. It's nothing to be ashamed of, though, but definitely a little bit more strange. So now this chick is reminding, I forgot the main girl's name already, but it's reminding her of her past, though. Who she was back before they started dating originally in middle school. And of course, I don't think the brown-haired chick knows that she's had a relationship with him in the past, and like the green-haired chick definitely doesn't. So okay, so this is actually an interesting direction, I think. I was not expecting this, especially after the end of last episode. So yeah. So I guess talking about her periods and stuff was a way to maybe deflect. Like, she actually did like him, but she talked about that in front of him to, like, deflect accusations that she had a crush on him. But the two of them didn't buy it. They still thought that she did. Which is kind of funny, actually. She went to that extent to try to deflect accusations that she liked him. But the two of them just weren't convinced at all. Wow. She actually, she got embarrassed. But she said, "Thanks for telling me." And she didn't, like, freak out at him at all. Holy fucking shit. That is... I mean, she's not a tsundere. But I've seen, like, overreactions like that in characters that are not tsundere as well. Like, the tsunderes are usually the ones who have the most overreactions. But I've seen that in female characters that are not actually tsundere, so... You know, I like it. It reminds me of, I think it was episode 1 of Couple of Cuckoos, where something similar happened. It was the walking in the shower, or walking in the bath scene. And something similar happened, which in that I thought it was a lot more clever and funny, but it was still enjoyable here too, though. The fuck is this? The hell? Okay, there's still over-the-top ridiculous stuff in here too, which is funny. I mean, I don't think I've ever seen that before. Not exactly like this, at least. Like, I've seen scenes like in baths where women will walk in and rub themselves all over the main guy, completely naked, or maybe with a towel on, if they're lucky, or perhaps unlucky, depending if the guy's lucky, or perhaps unlucky, depending on your point of view. But completely clothed in a hallway where anyone could see, completely randomly, just rubbing her breasts up against his back. That's a new one, honestly. I don't notice much difference. Not sure if he's going to or not. I do kind of notice it a tiny bit. It looks like her face is a little bit more shiny, if that's the right word. So I'm guessing that's makeup. Probably. And maybe lipstick as well. It looks like they might have done something a tiny bit different with her hair, in terms of how they styled it. But even then, not tremendously. Of course, like, I'm a guy. Women have, I think, statistically been proven to be more observant with that sort of stuff. So, I'm not too surprised. I can totally believe that to me it doesn't look very different at all, but to them it looks drastically different. You know?
僕のパーソナルスペースは広いんだ。これ以上僕のテリトリーに踏み込んでみろ。地獄を見ることになるぞ。
ほほう。では見せてもらおうじゃないですか。その地獄とやらを。何するんですか。
地獄を見せてやったんだ。よかったな。髪のセットの練習になるぞ。
あれって。
Hey, he's really good at hiding his embarrassment.
そうかもな。
He's probably one of the best rom-com anime MCs when it comes to in terms of skill at hiding his embarrassment. He's like stone-faced most of the time, which I actually kind of enjoy about him, honestly.
無理です。告白なんて。
What would happen? I mean, love changes people, obviously, but what was she actually trying to allude to there? Come on now.
大丈夫ですかね。
大丈夫大丈夫、かわいいかわいい。そろそろね。
緊張してきました。
じゃあ私たちはここに隠れて陰ながら見守ってるから頑張って。大丈夫、あなたならできるわ。
はい、頑張ります。
来たぞ、東。
Higashira, that's her name. Hopefully I'll remember these characters' names before the series ends. We're already at episode fucking 7 here.
そのですね、私水戸君に話したいことが日頃の感謝というか、違うそうじゃなくて、
東。
はい。
言いたいことを言いたい順にゆっくりと話してくれ。整理はこっちでする。
最初に図書室で会った時、水戸君から話しかけてくれましたよね。私嬉しくて、同じ趣味の人に出会えたっていうのもそうなんですけど、私の言うこと面倒くさがらずに聞いてくれたことが、私昔から変な子だ、偏屈だ、面倒くさい子だってずっと言われてて、本当に私が好き勝手に話してもちゃんと聞いてくれる人、それどころかちゃんと答えてくれる人初めてで、嬉しくて楽しくて、もっと一緒にいたいんです。ずっと一緒にいたいんです。だから私を水戸くんの彼女にしてください。好きです。
友達だっていつも言ってたのにな。
あれも嘘じゃないです。友達としても本当に。
僕も君といるのは楽しいよ、東。こんなに気の合う、気兼ねしなくていい相手は生まれて初めてかもしれない。だからきっと君と僕が付き合ったらこれ以上ないってくらいうまくやっていけると思う。喧嘩もするだろうけど、君となら新刊の話でもしてるうちに忘れてそうだ。でもごめん。ごめん、君と付き合うことはできない。
Aw, this episode did a really good job of getting me to like her even more than last episode. So I was kind of...
たった一つの席をさ、そんな権利もないくせにまだ占有してるやつがいるんだよ。そして僕はそいつのことをそんな義理もないのにまだ泣かせたくないと思っているらしい。だから何度でも謝る。ごめん、君自身を理由にしなくて他のやつを理由に断ってごめん。君に落ち度はない、他の誰にも落ち度はない。これは僕の問題だ。これが僕の中にはっきりと存在する僕の気持ちなんだ。ごめん東。僕は君を彼女にはできない。
And it's actually really sad, and I'm going to explain why. It's kind of weird that I would say that, but I'm going to explain myself once the episode's done. All right.
私なんかと違って東良さんとならうまくいくに決まってるのに、私はもうただの義理の兄弟でしかないのに。 うして彼女じゃなくなった人間をまだあなたのそばにいさせてくれるのよ。
Okay, and the episode is done now. So that was that episode, and I think that's the best episode in the series yet, easily. Like I said before, no episode has been amazing, and I don't think this one was amazing either. But I do think it was the best episode in the series yet. I was invested from almost the start to the finish. Like, holy shit. So, like I said before, I think this resolution was kind of sad, and it's kind of weird that I would say that. Because we all know that the main guy and the main girl are going to get back together in the end. But the series almost had me convinced that that might not happen. He might get with Higehiro. Or that he might get with Higehiro briefly, but then they might break up later on. You know, it's totally possible, obviously. I think one reason is because the sister was helping her get ready to confess to him. Like, she was involved. She wanted the two of them to get together. Okay? But of course, you know, if his heart just isn't in it, then he can't help it. You know? But also, just the entire episode was about that. And the extent that it was built up, like, I was almost convinced they were going to get together, and I kind of wanted them to. Even though I love the relationship between the main duo. It's just, this episode was that well written, and that investing, that I wanted to see them get together. How did it do that? Even though, like, thinking logically, once we have the resolution now and the episode's done, it was obviously not going to happen. That's what's funny about it. It was obviously not going to happen. But the episode made me want it to happen, in spite of knowing that it was never going to happen. That's good. I'm sorry, that's good writing. Why is this series so well written? It should be high-class trash. It should be top-tier anime trash. Why is this series so well written? Like, it's no masterpiece, but it's better written than it has any business to be. Okay? Like, although in this case, I make it sound like a problem. In this case, I think it's a good thing. I think that was a problem in Oreimo, because it was about the blood-related siblings falling in love. And yet, it was still so legitimately well written in a lot of areas. That actually kind of pissed me off in that series. Like, I'm not kidding. It's the only anime I've ever seen where legitimately good writing angered me. In this case, I think I might have made it sound like an issue there, but I actually like it. I'm just confused that this series is as well written as it is. But yeah. Anyways, overall, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please make sure to give it a like and subscribe to my channel for more content in the future. Hit the notification bell if you want to know whenever I upload new videos, because I release new videos all the time. Share around the other places on the internet, everything it deserves it, such as YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, etc. to help get my channel more attention. And like always, comment on the video down below, because that way channel out. Let me know your thoughts on this video. And on this episode, on this series as a whole, on source material, if you're a fan of it, what was your favorite part of this episode? And did you get as invested in the potentiality of these two ending up together as I did, despite knowing that it was never going to happen? And are you also as shocked as I am that the series actually kind of has decent writing? Anyways, overall, hope you enjoyed this video. I'll see you guys next time.